Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
Hey, I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 8th of December. Guess what? It's cold. Actually, the lows came earlier this morning. Some clouds have moved in as expected, and temperatures have been edging up a little bit since midnight. Let's take a look out the window. Some Skycam shots at the ridiculous hour of 5 o'clock. First off, coming from Demopolis. Looking at the flags out in front of the Demopolis Civic Center. Birmingham, looking south in the Daniel Building. And up in Walker County, a look at the square in downtown Jasper. Always nice to see the Christmas lights looking so good as we are, couple of weeks out from Christmas just about. Check the water vapor satellite imagery. A very strong shortwaves you can see coming down through the Arklatex region, producing some clouds across the state this morning, and that's the reason the numbers bottomed out around midnight back when the sky was clear. We're still below freezing. We're well down in the 20s. Haleyville 23, Coleman and Gadsden 25, Birmingham at 27. And actually, the day today will be colder than yesterday because of the clouds and some cold air advection in the wake of this shortwave. Now, on the radar, that's 505. Look at those echoes coming from Birmingham, showing precipitation over west and south Alabama. But, yeah, it's aloft. The air is just dry as a bone, and the snowflakes there are not reaching the ground. In fact, the Jackson radar is a great example of that. Look near the radar and you see nothing, but as you get farther out, as the beam is higher up, you begin to see echoes. And the radar is in the clear air mode, by the way, and that means the precipitation is aloft. So somebody somewhere might see a snowflake or two this morning, especially over South Alabama, but it just won't amount to much. And around the nation, man, it's quiet. On the watch warning map, just not much happening. Just, again, the lake effect snow belts having some issues and a little bit of snow in pockets up in the northwest, but very, very quiet map. But that will be changing as we approach the weekend with a pretty good storm system cranking up, as you'll see. There's the overall precipitation for the next 5 days, valid through the weekend, valid through Sunday evening at 6 o'clock, and that's suggesting rainfall amounts of about 3/4 of an inch maybe around here. And sure enough, the later runs have been a bit more aggressive with the showers over the weekend, as you'll see. Let's take a look. This is the 06Z valid at noon today. About 18,000 feet up. This is at 500 millibars. There's your strong shortwave coming through the Gulf Coast region. And again, we've got clouds around this morning. And we think as the wave moves on to the east, the cloud should give way to some sunshine this afternoon, and the thickness values are definitely lower. That means the daytime today should be colder. The NAM is suggesting a high of 38, the GFS at 40. Bottom line is we'll be in the 30s most all day. And dew points down there in the single digits. The air stays very dry. Tomorrow, very cold morning. Again, we'll start the day around 20. Colder pockets go in the teens, but during the day, we start to warm up a little bit with highs in the mid to upper 40s. Both the GFS, the NAM are showing 47, and Friday, the warm-up continues. How about mid-50s? That'll feel like a heat wave, but don't get used to it. So Saturday, here comes the next trough from the west. Down below that, a deepening surface low is along Interstate 40 between Little Rock and Memphis, and showers should break out at midday to the west. We'll go to Saturday night at midnight. That thing deepens. Diggs comes on through here, and down below that, the surface low is 1,000 millibars, approaching Cincinnati with a band of showers to the south. And with the dynamics involved, I can't rule out the chance of maybe some thunder in there. And again, that would suggest rain amounts of about 1/2 inch. And we'll say the main window for rain will be 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon until 2 o'clock Sunday morning, that 12-hour window. And then Sunday, man, it's just cold. Goodness. Look at the cold air streaming in here as the surface low deepens up around Washington, D.C. There is a lot of wraparound moisture. That means a chance of snow. The rain could change to light snow before ending, and then during the day we'll see snow flurries. Traditionally, in this kind of setup, you don't see accumulation issues. But, having said that, we'll have to keep an eye on things. The ground is pretty cold. And that's going to be the air mass very cold coming in. Temperatures will settle into the 30s with a strong north wind. And again, off and on light snow or snow flurries Sunday. Somebody might get a dusting somewhere. And then Monday, you talk about cold. It's beginning to look like we'll be below freezing all day. The latest GFS printing a high only at 34. And again, with that wind, goodness gracious, it'll cut you in half. A lot of folks won't get out of the 20s on Monday if this is right. That is very, very cold. And then Tuesday, that should be our coldest morning. That's when the wind will be light, sky will be clear. The GFS is showing 19 for Birmingham. Some of the colder valleys inevitably will make a run at 10 Tuesday morning of next week. That's getting down to pipe-bursting type weather. But a nice warm-up during the day. We'll rise up into the low and mid-40s. And by Wednesday of next week, we hit the upper 40s. And look at that, little warm air advection type rain begins to break out there. But again, that wouldn't be much if we see any there. All right, let's go a little deeper. This is 4 days later, the 19th of December. Hey, the trough is back. And guess what? More cold air. And we'll go out as far as the model runs here. This is Christmas Eve, the night of December 23rd. It's 6 p.m. local time. That's an interesting look. It's still pretty cold. And kind of a disturbed southern branch there. And by golly, that's close to ice-type stuff. Overrunning with, I don't know, we'll see. Very shallow cold air at the surface. And well, look, every run's going to look different. There is zero way that anybody knows what the weather will be like at Christmas right now. But I thought that was an interesting look. And there's the NAO, and it's strongly negative. And until that thing begins to move toward the positive range, any warm-up here more than likely will be short-lived. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.